Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my most humble obeisance. So today we are going to start our Madhya Khanda, chapter 3. Sorry, I did not upload anything for 2 days because I'm little bit concerned about my chanting. Because I want to do more seva, so sorry for that. So before that, let's start our Mangalacharan. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So let's start our chapter. Nityananda Charitamrit, Madhya Khanda, chapter 3. Lord Nityananda offers prayers to six-handed form of Lord Gauranga. So before this chapter we read how in Srivas Pandit's home Vyasa Puja happened. So let's read this. And if I do any pronunciation mistake, anything I did say wrong, or anything that you think or it is really a big fault, please forgive me. Vaishnaveभ्यो namo namo. And thank you so much for present here every day. Thank you. One day Srivas Pandit invited Lord Nityananda Advuta for lunch, Avaduta for lunch at his house. Acha. Some person asked me that why he is Avaduta. Avaduta means that his ecstasy love for Gauranga, or if he remember Gauranga or Krishna, Radha Krishna, he is mesmerized, he is in ecstasy, so he called as Avaduta for launch at his house, and the Lord accepted the invitation. Nityananda Prabhu was very satisfied by the service of Srivas Pandit. After taking lunch, he stayed at the house of Srivas Pandita that day. At the time Mahaprabhu Lord Gauranga happily arrived there, the Lord entered the temple room of Srivas Pandit and sat on the throne of Lord Vishnu. He told Nityananda to look at him. Hearing these words, Lord Nityananda, the topmost sannyasi, respectfully looked at the body of Vishwambhara. Nityananda could understand neither the hint of the Lord nor the cause of the hint. Considering Nityananda his most intimate associate, Mahaprabhu Vishwambhara made a special request. All of you go outside. All the sober devotees were astonished to hear this. Following his order, all the devotees left Srivas Pandita's house. Who can understand the intention of the Lord? The Lord then spoke something confidential to Lord Nityananda. No one could understand the meaning of their conversation. Nityananda then saw Lord Vishwambhara assume a six-handed form. The Lord held a conch, a club, a disc, a lotus, and a plough, and stick in his hands. Seeing this form of the Lord, Nityananda fell unconscious on the ground. There were no symptoms of life visible in his body. All the Vaishnavas becomes very afraid. They remembered Krishna and prayed him to protect him. When Lord Nityananda fainted on seeing 600 form of Lord Sri Gauranga personally picked up and said, "Please get up, Nityananda, calm your heart, hear the Lord's holy name being chanted in front of you. You appeared to preach the chanting of the holy name. Now this is fulfilled. What more do you want? You are fully love of God, and loving devotion service is your purity. Unless you bestow of this love of God, no one can possess it. Pacify yourself and get up. Glance mercifully towards your own associates. Distribute this love of God to whomsoever you desire. If one maintains even a teenage of envy towards you, he is never dear to me in spite of worshipping me. Yes, Lord Gauranga say this. If you envy to Lord Nityananda, or you offense, or you do something, offense also he forgive, but Gauranga Mahaprabhu never forgive. He is never satisfied if you don't worship Nityananda Prabhu and pray to Lord Gauranga. And Radha Krishna did not satisfy if you don't worship Nityananda and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Hearing these sweet words of the Lord, Nityananda revived. He becomes ecstatic by seeing the 600 form of Sri Gauranga, who internally sits on the beds of Ananta, says certainly known as Lord Nityananda, as non-different from Ananta. Seeing the 600 form of the Lord is not very astonishing for Nityananda. These are all different pastime of Lord's various incarnations. Seeing the wonderful extraordinary ordinary form of the Lord, Nityananda Avaduta remembered his previous incarnation and prayed. All glories to Lord Vishwambara, the father of everyone. He encouraged to initiate the Sankirtana of the holy names of the Lord. All glories to the Lord, the protector of the Vedic religious principle and the maintainer of Brahmanas. All glories to the time factor, a representation of the Lord and the destroyer of all non-devotees. All glories to the absolute truth. All glories to eternal bliss personified. All glories to most independent Lord of Lords. You are source of innumerable universe, yet you manifested yourself in the womb and Mother Sachi. You can understand the supreme will. Okay. Creation, maintenance, and destruction are simply part of your pastimes. You can easily destroy the entire universe simply by your will. Yes. Like to kill Ravana, to kill Duryodhana and his parties, to kill all the demons who have arrived, Kamsa, all this. Only Lord Gauranga, all Lord Krishna have to just think, and there is a heart attack and he got lost. But for enjoy this pastime, he appeared. Okay, Vasudeva. Okay, here is the supreme will. Creation, maintenance, and destruction simply your just pastime. You can easily destroy your entire universe by your will. Are you unable to kill Kamsa and Ramal simply by words? Still you appear in the house of Dasharatha and Vasudeva and sportingly kill those demons. Yes, he have to come from Golaka to kill, in this material world, to kill Ravana, to kill Kamsa, to birth in Dasharatha Vasudeva. This is all a pastimes. Who can understand the cause of your appearance? Wow. Only you yourself know your mind. Even one of your servants can deliver countless universe by your order. Yet to glorify the earth and the restorer of the principle of religion, you personally advent yourself. O Lord, you appeared in Satyoga in white complexion. You taught meditation and austerity of personally undergoing them yourself. Wearing a deer skin and holding a stick water pot in your hands, you appeared as a brahmachari to establish the principles of religion. O Lord, you appeared in Treta Yuga in beautiful reddish form, being the only enjoyer of all sacrifices. You precede performance of sacrifices, holding the article of doing sacrifices in your hand and sacrificial priest. You personally performed to satisfy and thus intended others to do so. O Lord, you appeared in Dwapara Yuga as a divine personality with the blackest color of a fresh cloud. You personally established the principle of temple worship, dressed in yellow garments and marked with such signs as Srivasha. You engaged in gorgeous worship as a king. In Kali Yuga, you appear in a yellow complexion as a Brahmana to preach Nama Sankirtan, which is unknown to the Vedas. You have innumerable incarnation who has the power to count them all. O Lord, in the form of Matsya, you enjoyed your pastime in water of devastation. As Kurma, you are the shelter of all living entities. You protected the Vedas as a Hayagriva. In the front of you killed the two original demons, Madhu and Kaitava. O Lord, as the Paraha, you delivered the planet Earth. You took the form of Narsimha to tear the part of body of a Hiranyakashipu. Assuming the wonderful form of a Vamanadeva, you desired Bali Maharaj. As Parshurama, you killed all the Kshatriya and made them devoid of the material class. Appearing as Ramachandra, you killed Ravana in the form of Haladhara, and in the form of Haladhara, you enjoyed unlimited pastime. As Buddha, you manifested the principle of compassion. In the form of Kali, you will kill the Milaxes. As Dharamtar, you delivered the nectar. As the Hamsa, incarnation, you imparted the transcendental knowledge of the demigods headed by Lord Brahma. As the Narada, you hold a Veena and singing the glories of the Lord. As Vyasadeva, you explain your own truth. As Krishna, you appeared in Gokula to enjoy various transcendental pastime. You had wonderful qualities and enjoyed sweet, joyful pastime. The Bhakti Rashamrita Sindhu state, Akhila Rashamrita Murtihi Prashimara Ruchiruddha Tarakapali Kalita Shama Lalito Radha Priya Vido Jayati. Let Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, be glorified. By virtue of his expanding attractive features, he subjected the gopis named Taraka and Pali and observed the minds of Syama and Lalita. He is the most attractive lover of Srimati Radharani and is the reservoir of pleasure for devotees in all devotional mellows. It is further described in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Balayanam Nara Nupuranam Kinkinam Chayoshitam Shapriyanam Avashush Thabdas Tumulo Rasamandale. Please forgive me if I do any pronunciation mistake. A tumultuous sound aroused from the armlets, ankle bands, and waist belts of the gopis as they spotted with their beloved Krishna is in the circle of Rasha dance. You will fill the entire universe with Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Loving devotional service to the Lord will be preached in each and every house. You will fill the entire world with ecstasy when you dance along with your devotees. Inauspicious disappears simply by the influence of those who eternally meditated on your lotus feet. Your steps will nullify the misfortune of the entire world. When you dance in kirtan, you will purify all four directions by your glance. When you raise your hands while dancing, in all that inauspicious on the heavenly planet will be destroyed. Such is your glory, such is your dancing, and such are your servants. Yes, so here is an important point that if you ever go to ISKCON temple and how to look at deities from his concentrate his foot, then above, then stop at his smile, their smile. Okay. O Lord, you personally appear in the world to distribute love of God by bestowing Krishna Nama. To distribute love of God and bestowing Krishna Nama, who has the power of describing your wonderful glories. You yourself which distribute devotional service to Vishnu that are unknown to the Vedas. We all intensely desire the devotional service. You keep it hidden while availing liberation. O Lord, now you will distribute such wealth of bhakti to everyone in this whole world. This is the proof of your causeless mercy. Mercy simply by chanting the holy names of the Lord, complete all sacrifices. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Out of compassion, you appeared as at Navadipa. Yogis meditate on you as the super soul in their hearts. This name Super Soul has now appeared in the village of Navadipa. I also offer my respectful obeisance to Navadipa Dhama, where you have incarnated at the house of Sachi and Jagannath Mishra. This was very super pastime I am gonna share because I listened from His Grace Shamogila Prabhuji. But yesterday I think there is Jagannath Vas Babaji Maharaj disappearance day was gone. So the day when he lived actually in 6 months in Navadipa and 6 months in I think in Brindavan, or yes, I think in Brindavan. So in this way he for 120 years he lived 144 years. So rest of the years he live in Navadipa. So in Navadipa there is the sweeper who swept all the things. He just go and eat her foods. You know she has. So he's one of the disciple. I think Bihari Lal, his name is. So he asked, why you eat the food of the sweeper? So Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj said that in Navadipa, in Dhama, everyone want to serve. Actually, the sweeper is not an ordinary person. He first of all do the Dhama service, and all the all the demigods who want to join the pastimes of the Lord, they can't because of something. So they appeared as a sweeper and swiped the whole Dhamma. In this way, the Raja of the Dhamma is surround his body. All glories to Vishwambhara, the life of soul and soul of everyone. All glories to Gaurachandra, who is the ocean of mercy. All glories to the Lord, who appears to fulfill the words of his devotees. All glories to Mahaprabhu, the most magnificent incarnation. All glories to beloved Lord of the goddess of fortune. All glories to enchanting personality of Godhead decorated with Srivasha and Kaustubha gem. All glories to the Lord who distributed Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. All glories to the Lord's pastime of accepting love and devotion from his devotees. All glories to Mahaprabhu, who lies on the bed of Ananta. All glories to the Lord, who is the only shelter of the all living entities. You are the Lord Vishnu, you are Lord Krishna, you are Lord Narayana, you are Mashya, you are Kurma, you are the original personality of Godhead, you are the Baraha, you are the Bhamana. O Lord, you appear in every yoga to protect the Vedas. You are killer of Ravana and his entire family. You are the life and soul of Janaki as Lord Rama. You blessed Guhaka, Chandala and delivered Ahilya. To protect your devotee Prahlada, you incarnated as Narsimha and killed the Hiranyakashipu. You are the crest jewels among the demigods. You are the best Brahmanas, best of the Brahmanas. You are the same Jagannatha who accepted out opulent offering at Nilachala. The four Vedas try to search for you as you have appeared in a hidden form. You are the very expert in concealing yourself, but your devotees always recognize you. You are the most peaceful personality. Hari Bol. All glories to Nityananda Mahaprabhu ki jai. To inaugurate Nama Sankirtan, you have now appeared in this world. There is no truth other than you within the unlimited universe. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati are overwhelmed by the transcendental glories of your lotus feet. Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, serve your lotus feet. Sri Ananta says, with his 1,000 of mouths, glorifies these lotus feet. Lord Brahma continuously worshipped these lotus feet. The Vedas, the Smritis, and the Puranas sing their glories. These lotus feet touch the topmost planet, Satyaloka. The head of Maharaj Bali become the glorious by the touch of these lotus feet. Mother Ganges emanated from these lotus feet. Yes, when I think Brahadeva small which is there, so Ganga Devi is float. Lord Shiva became jubilant by holding the Ganga's water on his head. You are celebrated as the son of Vasudeva and son of Nanda Maharaj. Now you have appeared here to deliver the most sinful Kali. By the touch of your lotus feet, a piece of wood turns into gold and a piece of stone turns into a living force. Lord Nityananda thus offered prayer with his folded hands. He concluded, O Lord, these three words worship you. Then Lord Nityananda began to dance in ecstasy. He floated in the ocean of love of God and became fully absorbed in it. Vishwambara, our love of God, not only to one who carefully sings these topics, but to the friends of that but to the friends of that person as well. The holy names of Vishwambara are very rarely found in this world. Lord Chaitanya is the life and soul of everyone. Hearing about Lord Nityananda, seeing the six-handed form of the Lord will certainly free no one from this material bondage. As I dream Sri Gauranga and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I Vrindavan Das sing the glories of their lotus feet. Hare Krishna. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari 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 Bol. Nityananda Mahaprabhu ki jai. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. Please forgive me if I do any mistake. Vanchakalpataruvisya kripasindhve vachapatidanam pavaribhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Lord Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.